Enter workroom shift weight catchphrase pose.
Ew! Hey kids, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach Not Kyle, or Zach for short, and today we're discussing the mistreatment of Rengar in League of Legends. Rengar is actually one of my mains for League of Legends, and I'm quite passionate about this topic, little too much. However, I will try to be as objective as I possibly can be, so let's get into this shitstorm. So let's discuss Rengar as a champion first in general. Rengar is a diver assassin character. He was released on August 21st, 2012, and is currently priced at 4,800 blue essence or 880 riot points. Rengar is a melee damage-heavy lion with a vengeance against fellow League of Legends champion Kha'Zix for taking out his eye, although it's quite the fashion statement.
And what do we do with fashion?
Hunt!
He has had one rework that came out in 2016, alongside a particular event that would cause his mistreatment to spiral. Rengar has had 6 skins, one being a championship skin, and the other 5 of which have chromas. With this background in mind, let's talk about how Rengar was mistreated over the years and even to this day. After around May 2014, he didn't get a regular skin until November 2017, and went a max of 2.5 years without a skin, or 922 days, meaning he was almost in the 1,000 days club of League of Legends. He had 1,271 days without an original skin, by the way.
Yikes! That's gonna be a fucking yikes from me, holy shit!
Now, some people that I was discussing this video with told me, but skins aren't important when it comes to a character's treatment by the developers. To that I say, you are wrong. Skins are a form of marketability in the game. The best example of this is KDA. They are more marketed than League of Legends itself at times. I have friends who know KDA, but have no idea what League of Legends is. I got into League of Legends because I found out about KDA. And Ahri, Akali, Kai'Sa, Evelynn, and Seraphine are extremely well known now. When you ask someone to name a League of Legends character skin off the top of their heads, their answer is almost never a Tahm Kench or Taliyah skin. There's a good chance it's a Lux, or an Ahri, or a Kali, or Ezreal, or a Mumu skin or something. Just kidding. No one plays a Mumu either. Skins help Riot make money, and they will not invest in champions that they know are bad. However, instead of fixing them, they will market the good and neglect the bad instead of balancing their characters while throwing a skin out randomly to the few mains who play the champion to keep them tagged along. Rengar's statistics are not very flattering in terms of win rates. Before we continue though, let's explain something big that happened in 2016 that explains a lot of what has happened to Rengar. In November 2016, 10 assassins were given the advantage in League of Legends after not being so great for years. These 10 were, and keep in mind the names I'm about to list, Akali, Echo, Katarina, Kha'Zix, LeBlanc, Zed, Fizz, Talon, Shaco, and of course, Rengo. Now, with the names of these 10 champions in mind, you can imagine something that is striking about them that has happened in the last 5 years since 2016 that they've done. And if you can't, that means there's a good chance of making a mistreatment video on them.
Ready?
Akali is in KDA and True Damage, Katarina has a legendary skin and notoriety in the League community for being so good, Fizz is always high in the meta, Shaco has a pile of good skins to choose from, so he's definitely not neglected there, Echo was in True Damage, Zed has had a champion skin, as has LeBlanc, and LeBlanc has a constant skin stream. Talon and Kha'Zix are getting videos on their mistreatment, Rengar's we're doing currently. All of the champions who aren't mistreated are super popular and beloved, and that isn't to say Rengar, Talon, and Kha'Zix aren't, but they don't have that fanbase that someone like Katarina or Akali has. LeBlanc doesn't have as big of one either.
I'm just kidding. Could you imagine?
It also doesn't help that Rengar is terrible in the meta compared to his counterparts. At the time of writing the script, he has the 9th worst overall win rate, 2nd worst for junglers, and 3rd worst for top laners. He is the 8th least picked champion of the 10 who were reworked in the Assassin group we mentioned in Platinum Plus player tiers. So what the fuck is happening here? Well, Rengar has a learning curve that can turn people away from him quickly. 3 passives, Brush Utility, Ferocity, Speed Changes, Lethality, Ability Buffing with full Ferocity, and other factors can turn people off from Rengar quick. According to Mobalytics as well, Rengar is one of the 5 hardest junglers in League of Legends. It also doesn't help when League of Legends themselves ignore the issues with this champion. They don't give him any major alternate universes for skins, think Star Guardians, Pulsefire, etc. He has no event skins either. An event skin is a skin that correlates to an event happening in the game like Psyops, Worlds, KDA, Battle Queens, etc. He also has no seasonal skins like Winter, Halloween, etc. They also don't buff him in the right spots and made his W magic damage for no reason. For how long Rengar has existed, it's pitiful that he didn't get the same attention as his fellow assassins did. But why is he not treated well? Well, let's get into it. First of all, Rengar actually was almost scrapped as a champion due to lack of excitement and the lack of purpose in the League story.
Right, bitch.
To quote the creators of Rengar, Riot, Zeranis, and Scribbles, God, I hope they said those names right, Rengar went through a bunch of iterations that just didn't seem to fit in our game world for one reason or another, and as time went on, we were less than excited. We didn't really find a spot for Rengar until we saw Riot Zeranis' amazing concepts. They almost didn't do anything with him because he didn't fit in the story until Riot Zeranis saved our beautiful Lion Man. Going back on the point about his kit being complicated for players to learn, it's also harder for Riot to fix him because of how different he is from his counterparts. The lethality nerfs killed him because he's such a unique case in League when it comes to playstyle that players don't want him because of the learning curve, and the devs don't want to fix that to make him more appealing to the fans to give our Lion Man some needed love. So, in conclusion, Rengar is an underrated, mistreated champion with not enough content for the group he was buffed and brought up with. It sucks that he can't get a higher win rate now, and my advice to everyone who wants to play Rengar is do it. Now, period. Do it, or, I don't know, I'll drink water or some shit. He's a blast after you beat that initial learning curve, and I hope you will try him out and love our Lion Man as much as the internet loves making suggestive images of him.
We are going to pretend we didn't hear that.
And the other thing we figured out is the actual reason behind his mistreatment is just the way he was brought up. He was brought up in a group of 10 people, and in that group, he was not one of the more popular ones, so he was pushed down while the others were propelled. But hey, there's always time for change. Anyway, that's gonna be it from me for now, and I will see you soon. Bye, sis.
You can kiss my feet, 'cause you'll never touch the ground. It's a glass that doesn't fuck around. It's like my thought and make you mine. Looking so good, I see far apart.